Warm welcome from Brain Drain Consultants to our immigration information and news channel, A2Z Immigration Updates. Are you an engineer willing to immigrate to Australia? Do you want to know about the process of Migration Skill Assessment filing from Engineers Australia? Do you want to know about the Competency Demonstration Report, CDR, and related details? If your answer to all these questions is yes, then you must watch this video before filing your CDR skill assessment. Being an engineer, for filing your skill assessment, you need to write a Competency Demonstration Report, generally known as a CDR. This report is required to present your engineering competencies, as per the Australian Quality Framework. In this report, you have to write 3 career episodes, continuing professional development sheet, a summary statement, and a CV. A detail about the CDR report is also available on our video channel. So, before starting the video, please subscribe to our channel and watch our other videos related to CDR writing. The link is given in the description. We also recommend you consult our team of experts and take a proper assistance session to clear all your doubts before writing your CDR. So let's start this video. In this video we are going to cover the frequently asked questions regarding the skill assessment process, requirements for skill assessment, how to do correspondence with the assessor and Engineers Australia, how to check the outcome, and what to do in the case of a positive or negative outcome. The whole video is in the form of a series of questions, so let's start with the general questions regarding migration skill assessment. The first question is, which assessing body does the migration skill assessment for the profiles of engineers?
Institute of Engineers Australia, simply known as Engineers Australia or EA, is the designated assessing authority for most of the engineering occupations. But Engineers Australia doesn't cover computer science engineers and ICT professionals.
Now we will see which occupational categories in engineering were assessed by Engineers Australia.
Engineers Australia recognizes 4 occupational categories within the engineering practice in Australia: professional engineer, engineering technologist, engineering associate, engineering manager. For migration purposes, the additional category of engineering manager is also recognized and is assessed by Engineers Australia.
Now we will see the English language prerequisites related queries. So, the first question is the IELTS, PTE or any other English language test mandatory for filing the Migration Skill Assessment CDR?
Before submitting the Competency Demonstration Report, CDR, an engineer has to clear one of the recommended English language tests with a competent level of English in any one of the prescribed tests by the Department of Home Affairs, Australia.
The next query is, what are the English language test score requirements for submitting CDR and filing Migration Skill Assessment to Engineers Australia?
As mentioned in the last section, for filing your Migration Skill Assessment from Engineers Australia, the applicant has to clear one of the traditional English language requirement tests. All applicants applying to have their skills assessed by Engineers Australia are required to provide evidence of their English language competency through one of the following tests. International English Language Testing System IELTS. Engineers Australia accepts both the general and academic versions of the test, a TOEFL. Engineers Australia accepts the TOEFL IBT English Language Test. PTE Academic. Engineers Australia accepts the Pearson PTE Academic Test. For PTE Academic, you must send your score through Pearson's online secure portal to Engineers Australia, Admissions, the one with Barton address, so that we can verify your result. Please refer to Pearson's website for the detailed instructions on how to do it. Applicants will need to upload test results as well as enter test report number, registration number, score report code.
You would also like to know that how old the English language test result can be for the Migration Skill Assessment, CDR.
As per the new guidelines of March 2021, IELTS, TOEFL IBT, and PTE academic results must not be more than 3 years old at the time your application is submitted.
Another common query asked by most of the applicants is, who can be exempted from the English language test for filing CDR or Migration Skill Assessment?
The following applicants may be exempted from the filing requirements to provide an English language test. Applicants who have completed an Australian undergraduate engineering qualification or a 2-year master's degree, 92 weeks full-time, or PhD program at an Australian university. Documentary evidence of successful completion of the Australian qualification is required for exemption on this basis. Applicant who is a citizen of and holds a valid passport issued by the United Kingdom, the United States of America, Canada, New Zealand or the Republic of Ireland. Please note that exemptions are determined on a case-by-case basis. For further information on English language tests requirements, please refer to the website links and contact details mentioned in the description. Also note that providing invalid English language test results and/or failing to demonstrate English language competency and/or failing to present English language test results in the original application may result in an immediate unsuccessful outcome.
In the next section, we will see which are the various assessment pathways for engineers to file Migration Skill Assessment from Engineers Australia.
There are 6 application pathways for Migration Skill Assessment. Accredited qualifications, refer to Section B, Australian qualifications, Washington Accord qualifications, Sydney Accord qualifications, Dublin Accord qualifications, other recognized qualifications. Non-accredited qualifications, Engineering Manager, Competency Demonstration Report, CDR. The pathways to recognition are shown in this diagram. You can pause the video here and can check the applicable pathway for you. Please note that Engineers Australia does not provide any pre-assessment services. It is the applicant's responsibility to identify the correct pathway for their qualifications. If you are confused about your particular situation and the suitable pathway for your profile, then you can consult our experts and discuss in detail to explore the best pathway for you.
Now the most important thing that almost every applicant asks us before starting the process of CDR writing is, from where can I take assistance or guidance for writing my CDR?
If you find any kind of problem while writing the CDR or apply it online, you can take assistance from our CDR filing experts. Through our portal www.a2zcdr.com, we are a pioneer in the field of CDR writing assistance since 2007 and have written and filed more than 2,000 CDR applications. With an expert in-house team of CDR writing professionals from a core background of engineering and field-specific expertise in CDR writing, we feel proud to have a success record for more than 99.5%. So, feel free to contact us anytime during your skill assessment journey. Check our contact details in the description to book a consultation session. The details regarding our services are given at the end of this video.
The next section is about the filing of the Migration Skill Assessment Application. So, let's see how to submit an online CDR application for Migration Skill Assessment from Engineers Australia.
Applicants are required to submit an online application for Migration Skills Assessment. A user guide for filing the application is provided by Engineers Australia. Every applicant must read this guide before filing the assessment. Please refer to the MSA Online Application User's Guide to ensure applications are submitted correctly. The link to the guide is given in the description. If you want a detailed explanation, then you can even contact our expert team. To initiate an online application, you must have an individual EAID number. If you are already a member of Engineers Australia or have a previous application with EA, note that your EAID number is the same as your CID number or your membership number. If you have an EAID/CID membership number, you will need to register for a password via the Engineers Australia My Portal application. If you do not have an EAID/CID membership number, you will need to register for an EAID through Engineers Australia's My Portal. Once you have received your EAID, you can register for a password via the Engineers Australia in My Portal. Once you have logged onto My Portal, click on the menu button on the top right and select Migration Skills Assessment to access the MSA system. You will then be able to start, save, resume and submit your application. It is your responsibility to provide any supporting documents for your application. Contact us for any further guidance on filing or take our expert assistance for accurate filing.
While filing the CDR, the other important thing that you must know is, what are the specifications for the supporting documents for Engineers Australia CDR Skill Assessment Application?
All uploaded documents must be color scans of original documents and must have a resolution of at least 300 dpi. Where documents are not in the English language, you must upload color scans of the documents in the original language as well as English translations. All translations must be conducted by an authorized translator. The registered ID, name, status, and contact details of the translator must be provided on the English language translation.
After filing your assessment, the next question that would come to your mind will be, how does Engineers Australia notify the applicants regarding the successful submission of the CDR and Skill Assessment Application?
Once you have submitted your application, email notification including your EAID number and application number will be sent to your registered email address confirming the successful submission of your application. Your application will be placed in the processing queue upon payment of the fee. If you are using a credit card, the fee will be processed immediately, and a receipt will be sent to you by email. If you are paying by invoice, a receipt will be sent to you once the payment has been processed. Please pause the video here and follow the steps as shown in the diagram below.
For application filing, many applicants also want to know that can an applicant take the services of a migration agent for Migration Skill Assessment Application filing?
Yes, you can definitely take the services of a migration agent for filing your application. If you are using an agent, you must provide your agent with your EAID, CID, membership number. If you do not yet have a number, your agent will be able to create one for you. Your agent will then initiate an application on your behalf. If you lodge an application using a migration agent, all communication to Engineers Australia must be made via your agent. Note that your agent does not need to register for a password on your behalf and you do not need to provide details of your password to him or her. As the application will be filed from the agent's account, so EA will provide the status as well as all information to the agent only. Migration agents must read the information provided for agents on the Engineers Australia website and must make their agent account on the EA portal.
First and foremost, the question related to the fee is, what is the skill assessment fee of Engineer Australia for Competency Demonstration Report, MSA-CDR?
Now in the coming section, we will cover the details regarding the application fee and other expenses related queries for Migration Skill Assessment. As of today, the date of publishing of this video, the Migration Skill Assessment fee for MSA-CDR is $810 Australian dollars. Current assessment fee details are available on the official website of Engineers Australia. You can also contact our team of experts to know the latest fee details. Links for the same is given in the description.
Another commonly asked query is, what is the fee for Fast Track Assessment and Relevant Skilled Employment Assessment (RSEA) with CDR Application?
There are certain other additional assessment services provided by Engineers Australia that an applicant can take along with the assessment of the Competency Demonstration Report. A few of those are as follows: Relevant Skill Employment Assessment, Fast Track Assessment. An extra fee will be applicable for each additional service. The fee for the Relevant Skill Employment Assessment is $418 Australian dollars and for Fast Track, the assessment is $310 Australian dollars. Engineers Australia has all the right to increase this fee at any moment of time. In general, it increases in 1 to 2 years.
Let's check that like our other buying or purchases, do Engineers Australia provide any discount on Migration Skill Assessment Application fee?
Yes, of course. A discount is applicable when standard CDR assessment and additional service applications are submitted at the same time. If an application for additional services is submitted separately after the standard assessment application, the full fee of each additional service applies.
Now you are ready with everything and have submitted the application, so this is the time to pay the fee. So let's understand which payment methods Engineer Australia accepts for CDR Skill Assessment Application.
The following methods of payment are acceptable. Engineers Australia takes assessment fees through credit card, Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. All these credit cards are accepted from any part of the world. BPay. You must request an invoice for the BPay details. A biller code and reference number will be required to do the payment through BPay. You can also call for the alternative methods of payment that may be available upon request.
The next general question that you must be thinking about is the CDR Migration Skill Assessment fee is refundable?
No, the assessment fee once paid will not be refundable or adjustable. While filing, you will be informed about the same and you have to give your consent for the non-refundability of the fee.
Do you want to know about the applicable taxes on the skill assessment fees? So, let's see, what kind of taxes does an applicant has to pay on the Migration Skill Assessment fee?
Goods and Service Tax, GST. Applicants who are living in Australia must pay 10% GST on the application fee. Applicants living overseas, who lodge an application from overseas, may need to pay the taxes as per the GST norms and intra-country tax regulation between Australia and the particular country. Applicants living overseas, who lodge an application for assessment through an agent in Australia, are again liable to pay the taxes as per the tax rules applicable in that country.
How can I check the status of my CDR Migration Skill Assessment Application?
Now we will see the post-application assessment process. You will be able to check the status of your application online by logging into Engineers Australia's My Portal. Should your assessor require further information, a notification will be sent to you by email informing you that you have a task to complete in the system. You will need to log into Engineers Australia's My Portal for details of the request and to submit any additional documentation.
Now let's see, what is the processing time for a CDR Migration Skill Assessment Application?
The turnaround time for processing assessments can vary, depending upon the number of incoming applications. Engineers Australia provides two pathways to process the application. In normal processing pathway, it takes 90 days time for the allotment of assessor. The other option is to file through the fast track pathway where the applicant has to pay $305 on today's date. In the fast track pathway, you will be assigned with an assessor in 15 working days. Refer to the website of Engineers Australia for regular updates regarding the time period and current processing time.
Many applicants after filing their applications ask us, can they contact Engineers Australia regarding the status of the current CDR application?
Please do not contact Engineers Australia within the defined time frame for your application pathway, as this may delay the processing time for all applications. Check the Fast Track Migration Skills Assessment section of the Engineers Australia website for the current MSA turnaround times. The link for the same is given in the description. If the assessor needs any information regarding anything in your application, she may ask you for the same. Your response to any request must be actioned within the specified time frame to avoid your application being finalized as unsuccessful.
So, the next question is regarding the outcome of your application, and it is how will Engineers Australia inform me regarding my CDR Skill Assessment Outcome?
If the assessment is successful, a positive assessment outcome letter suitable for migration purposes will be sent to you by email. The outcome letter can be verified online by entering the application details on Engineers Australia's official portal.
In the case of most of the assessing bodies like ACS, VETASS, and TRA, applicants have to renew or refile skill assessment after 2 to 3 years. Let's see for how long will the CDR skill assessment from Engineers Australia will remain valid.
In the case of skill assessment from Engineers Australia, the assessment letter has no expiry date and is valid for a lifetime. However, we are aware that the Department of Home Affairs validity policy may vary from this. As such, if the Department of Home Affairs requests an updated letter, please contact Engineers Australia for instructions. Currently, for any CDR outcome letter, Department of Home Affairs demand a renewal letter after every 3 years. For this, you need not file an application or write your Competency Demonstration Report, CDR, again.
Now in the next section, we will see that what an applicant can do, if in any case they are not satisfied with the outcome. So, there are 2 steps hierarchy. The first thing to ask is, how can an applicant file a review or appeal against the CDR Migration Skill Assessment Outcome?
If you are not satisfied with the assessment outcome, you can proceed with the review process. You can file it if your file is rejected or you get a ban on the ground of an ethical breach. The other reason for filing a review can be the undesired outcome for the assessed experience, or even if the assessor has given the outcome for engineering technologist's profile which was filed for professional engineer's profile.
First, we will see how an applicant can file for a review if they are not satisfied with the CDR Skill Assessment Outcome.
Apply for a review. This must be made within 3 months of the date of the original assessment outcome letter. To lodge a review, you must submit the form, Application for Review of Assessment Outcome, and pay the review fee. You may include a cover letter explaining your reasons for reviewing the assessment outcome. No new information can be presented. Even if an applicant is not satisfied with the outcome of the review, she may also apply an appeal against the review.
Now let's see how can we apply an appeal against the review.
An application for an appeal may only be submitted after a review outcome is received. This must be made within 6 months of the date of the original assessment outcome letter. To lodge an appeal, you must submit the form, Application for Appeal of Assessment Outcome, and pay the appeal fee. The outcome of the appeal is final in the review process. The link for the application form and fees for the review process can be found in description. Download the form and submit the form with your review application. The review and appeal fees can be refunded if the process yields the outcome originally sought by the applicant and no additional documents were provided.
In case an applicant provides any false information or does any kind of misrepresentation, then it will be considered an ethical breach. The main point to understand here is, what does Engineers Australia do if someone provides misleading and false information in a CDR Migration Skill Assessment Application?
Information provided by you to Engineers Australia may be used for data matching with Australian government agencies. Engineers Australia reserves the right to use software applications to screen your submitted work for matches either to published sources or to other submitted applications. Misleading and false information is viewed as a major breach of ethical behavior. The sanctions regarding misleading applications include notification to the Department of Home Affairs and 12 months to 36 months ban from applying for a skills assessment with Engineers Australia. We refer applicants to study the Engineers Australia's Code of Ethics, in particular, the demonstration of integrity. You can refer to Section C and Section D of the Migration Skill Assessment Booklet for further details regarding plagiarism, fraudulent documents, and ethical behavior. We have made a detailed video on the same. You can watch it and understand it further.
Till now we have explained to you every essential thing that you must know before filing your assessment application, and now I will explain to you our service and how we can help you to get a successful positive outcome for your skill assessment application. We at a2zcdr.com provide all services related to migration skill assessment from Engineers Australia. You can take our services for writing a professional CDR that will meet the standards established by Engineers Australia. Reviewing your CDR. If you have already prepared a CDR, then our experts can review it for competency mapping and do the necessary editing. Plagiarism detection and correction. If you have referred to some online resources, reports, previously written CDR, then there can be chances of plagiarism. You can take our services to check plagiarism in your file and to reduce it or eliminate it from your CDR. We provide the Turnitin Plagiarism Check Report that is globally accepted and is also recommended by IELTS. Filing your migration skill assessment. With an experience of years, our experts can guide you or can file your MSA application within the given time frame. We can also assist you with all kinds of employment-related drafts, cover letters and reply writing for any correspondence with the assessor. You can also communicate with us if your assessor has demanded any specific documents from you while your application process. So that's all about this video. I believe that this video must have cleared a lot of doubts and would have provided you with a piece of detailed information regarding the CDR skill assessment.